Hello, pro tip from a person who has overcome complex trauma, as well as teaches people how to get out of their own way, overcome anxiety, and live a more productive and lovely life. Okay, you might be struggling because you do not understand why all of this is happening. You're not at a point where you're like, I'm accepting of this. And the weird thing about acceptance is not that you're accepting bad behavior. It's a misnomer that if you accept something as a true reality, and this is the weird part about some New Thought theory, is that if you accept the current reality, that means that you aren't against it, or you don't, meaning if you accept somebody's bad behavior, that means that you're tolerant of it. And this is not what, acceptance and tolerance are not the same thing. Acceptance means I'm accepting this current reality, or past reality if you have old trauma that you haven't cleared out of your system or process. Like if you've had a bad relationship and you're still, after all these years, like, why do they treat me like this? Blah, 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 blah. Could be parental, could be, romantic, it could be a boss. I mean, I'm grateful I do not harp on, a boss that I had 20 years ago. It just does not affect me anymore because I've accepted that was the reality at the time. Currently, we're going through things that are making us incredibly uncertain. And that uncertainty creates fear and anxiety. And the powers that be of the dark side, so to speak, is that they want you to be disoriented because then you do not have the sea legs to handle when the waters are getting rough. And when you don't have the sea legs, then you don't have the bandwidth, the energy, or the emotional vision and pull towards the future you want instead of the bad stuff. So how do you get to a place of acceptance? You literally just have to note, and just is a horrible word, but I'm just using it for this example, is that note that this reality is changing at every moment and every time. So you always have the opportunity to change what you're seeing in front of you, or not just seeing in front of you, but experiencing more so, is that when you come to a place of acceptance, you have this personal power to say, I'm not accepting this. I'm going to leave this bad relationship. I'm going to call somebody. I'm going to grow my own food. I don't whatever the solution is, depending on the situation that you are having trouble with, is that acceptance does not mean forgiveness. It does not mean condoning. It means power. It means that this current reality I see in my present is one that I am not going to push against or resist. I'm going to go with the flow and change because I have power. Do that.